Hi and welcome. Today I'm going to show you what is Azure File Sync and how to use it. Azure File Sync lets you centralize file shares in Azure File while keeping local performance. The key benefits can be cloud backup, multi-site sync, disaster recovery, and tiered storage. Imagine in your company you have several departments and they might be in different cities or different part of the world. In this case, we have here IT department, accounting department, and customer service department, and all of them wants to share a folder which contains a lot of files with each other, and they would like to keep it in sync. And this is where Azure File Sync comes into place. You can install the Azure Sync agent on your on-prem servers, and Azure Sync agent will take care of the job for you. You need to create a file share in your Azure storage, and then you can connect that file share with different on-prem servers. And for that, you need to create a Azure File Sync service, and also for each file share, you need to have a sync group in the file share service, as we are going to see it through the demo. Azure File Sync supports different protocols: Server Message Block, SMB, Network File System, NFS, and File Transfer Protocol over SSL and TLS FTPS. Also, with the help of recovery service balls, you can be ready for disaster recovery as well. Of course, against your data loss. Okay, let's see what happens by enabling tiering, because Azure File Sync supports tiering. Azure File Share became source of truth. Windows File Server will have local performance cache. Frequently accessed files stay locally. Infrequently accessed files are tiered to Azure. Users still see all files and folders on the on-prem servers. In this case, Azure File Share stores the full data permanently. All files exist here at all the times. Azure File Sync agent on the server, on-prem server, tracks file access patterns, handle upload, download, manage tiering decisions. And also cloud tiering replaces cold files locally with stubs, downloads files on demand when accessed. In the other hand, on the file server, hot files cached locally, frequently accessed files fully stored on disk. Read-write speed is based on the local disk speed, and no Azure access needed for reads. Cold files or tiered. Infrequently accessed files, content moved to the Azure file share. Local file replaced by a reparse point or stub. Stubs contains file name, size, timestamp, and ACLs. And users still see the files as it is in the local on-prem storage. For our demo today, to save some time, I created a storage account in a West Europe location in RG File Sync resource group. And in the storage account, in the file share, I created a file share which is called demo. And also I created a virtual machine to simulate the on-premise servers, which is called VM File Server 1 with operating system of Windows Server 2025 data center. And I also in the disk attached a data disk which is separate from the OS disk, so we will go on with that. In this demo, I'm going to attach two virtual machines or on-prem servers to one file share. So for the next virtual machine, I will create it here on the demo so you can follow the steps. Now I go ahead and create an Azure File Sync service and connect our Azure file share to the sync service. From the search bar, I will type in storage sync, click on it, create. We will choose our resource group. We call it demo sync. And the location is West Europe. The networking remains the same, and we go and hit the create button. Okay, the deployment is over. I go to the resource. And here we need to create a sync group first. We call it sync1. And we need to choose our storage account. And this is all file share name, which is called demo. I hit the create button. Now, if we go to the sync group, the cloud endpoint is going to be created soon, and then we can see it in the portal. Okay, after a while, our cloud endpoint is created, and let's go to our file share. And here, as you can see, I have already 3 existing files in the storage account file share. So when we register our on-prem servers with the help of Azure File Sync agent, they will appear on the registered server here in this section, which I already did for the file server number 1, and we are going to do the steps for the file server 2, which we are going to create next. And now in the sync group, I would like to add a server endpoint now to the file server 1. And let's see what is going to happen. So from the server, I will choose a VM file server 1. And here we need to specify to which folder or destination we want to create this share. I will show you the server here. I RDP to the file server 1, VM file server 1, and in the F drive, I created a folder which is called file server 1. So I will copy this path and I will paste it here. And then I will create this endpoints. By the way, here you can disable or enable the cloud tiering based on your business need if you would like to. I will click create. Also, this process will trigger an initial sync between the Azure file share and your on-prem server. And based on the file sizes, it might take some time. Okay, our server endpoint is created, and now let's go on and create our second virtual machine. From the menu, I create a virtual machine here. Our resource group, VM, file server 2, West Europe, and also no infrastructure redundancy required for the demo. I go with the Windows Server 2025 Data Center Gen 2. We choose a username and password. And click on the disk. We go with the defaults. On the networking section, I will check the delete public IP and NIC when the VM is deleted. On the management, also we go with the default. On the networking, I will just disable networking because it is not needed for the demo. Advanced tags. and I hit the create button. Okay, the deployment is over. Let's go to the resource. And first, I would like to create a disk. I will call it disk 2, and 4 GB is enough for our demo, and I click apply. So next, let's RDP to the server, and we can do the configurations on the server. Okay, our server is ready, and let's go and mount our newly created disk. So I go to the file and storage, to disks. This is our 4 gigabyte data disk. I right click on it and I click initialize. Yes. And we create a new volume. And we click create. Okay, let's go to the disk and create a folder. File server 2. The next step is to install the Azure File Sync agent. And here I will disable the enhanced security configuration and then open the Edge. Here we click on the download button and we choose our 2025 download MSI version, and you can also download it based on your operating system here on the list. After the installation, after the download completed, we can start the installation. Okay, the installation is done, and if I click on the finish button, we will have a pop-up that we need to sign in to the Azure. Yes, we would like to connect to Azure Cloud. Here we need to choose our Azure subscription and then our resource group and then our storage account accordingly. And then we click on register and wait for the registration to be finished. Here I click on the add server endpoint. I choose my VM file server 2, and also we can copy paste the path. Here and create. Let's wait for the initial migration. Okay, the server endpoint is created, and if we take a look at our file share, I expect that I should see these 3 files in our folder in the server. So now we are in VM file server 2 and in our file server 2 folder, and as you can see the files are appearing here. Now let's create a file in this folder, and we should see this file appearing in the cloud, in the Azure storage file. Okay, let's create a text file. I call it test01. And with that, we should be able to see this file now in the Azure. So let's wait for some time. And as you can see, the test01 appeared here. And now I would like to go to the VM file server 1, which I already created in the past. And I should be able to see also this file in that folder. And as you can see, here we are in the file server 1 folder, and the test file is here. Now let's do it from here. I will also create a file in the file server. Let's call it from file server 01. Inside the Azure, we see the file is appearing here, and also we should see it in the file server 2. And the file appeared. If you like to remove your resources, you need to go and delete all of these endpoints first, and then you need to delete your sync group and also unregister your registered servers, which is here. By the way, if you would like to know how to back up your Azure file share to boost your data protection against data loss, you can watch my video here. And also, if you would like to know how to secure your Azure storage account, also you can watch this video which are appearing now to the screen. I would like to thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye.